Hey friendos, welcome back to Dergy be playing Mass Effect 2. Let's just go straight to Kelly, because I think she'll have something to tell me. First though, actually. First, let's allow my mouse to be weird for a second until it decides to stop being weird. There we go. Alright, words. Okay. Yep, no assault rifle. About damage, tech damage, Prototypes. Training. Nope. Yep, okay. Still nothing I'd really want that I have the resources for. I might actually start mining planets. I kind of think I won't. I've been fine,
Commander, you
like,
received a new message
upgrades-wise.
terminal.
What do we got for messages? Let's see. An important request from Minister Ganak Ejal Esquire. Ejal? Something like that. Ejal is probably, I'd say, that's a pronunciation I would feel is correct, though of course I don't know. Dear Sir and Madam, having consulted with my colleagues at the Citadel, I have the privilege to request for your assistance to transfer a large quantity of Prothean technology uncovered at Ilos. Believing these materials to be a hazardous danger, they were locked in quarantine. Even though the tests revealed that the fears were groundless, the quarantine remains in effect until one can pay for a permit to request a classification from the Cultural Ministry. It's... this is a Hanar, because they're referring to themselves as one and such. Knowing your interest in Prothean technology, I would be happy to deliver most of it into your hands, keeping less than half for myself. As a Batarian, never mind. Wait, what? Are you sure you're a Batarian? That's interesting. As a Batarian, I cannot engage in council official activities if you transfer the 20,000 credits required. Okay, no, yeah, this is a scam. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, no. Transfer request approved. From, oh yeah, we've read this. At least I think we did. I know we read this in the last episode, so I'm going to mark that as read. It's basically the Admiralty Board, in a very dry manner, with literally some underpinning threats of if anything happens to her. Yeah, so fuck him, frankly. And, yeah, Railzor is a dick, and fuck him. You'll know exactly where that animosity comes from later, and in fact, probably about right now, if I remember correctly, as to how her mission triggers, and spoiler alert, it's not just that email, but yeah.
There is nothing more absolute than the oath of an Asari Justicar. We did well getting Samara on our side.
Indeed.
She's so elegant and gorgeous. Too bad her manner is just so cold.
Indeed. I really want to do this, but Liara, next playthrough, she's going to be an absolute fucking slut, so Kelly will definitely be thinking that one. Oh, boy. I really want to do it. Not now. Not now. I'm going to do a whole other trilogy playthrough where, like, I do a slut challenge where I basically try to have as much sex as humanly possible. And I'm also going to use mods to make sure she can stay lesbian and do so much. So many people. Okay, anyway. This pains me, but I'm not going to flirt with Kelly again. I'm going to tone it down because she wants to stay faithful to Liara.
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Wait, hold on. Wait. I think...
How may I help you?
Crow. Yeah, there's no ability to with her again. Oh yeah, there we go. I thought so.
Maybe you could check in on her down in engineering.
Yeah, there we go.
Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need.
Yeah, so yeah, that message I think is also from Railzora because fuck her, frankly, or fuck him, not her. Tali's awesome. I would like to fuck her, but not the mean way, the sexy way. Anyway. Anyway. Alright.
Gabby, you'd say the Normandy is a she, not a he, right?
Of course. Normandy's the sweetest girl there is.
And Edie's a she. Tali's definitely a she.
What are you getting at, Kenneth?
I'm just saying I'm feeling a wee bit threatened here. A lot of female energy, and I'm just one man.
Such a dick.
And then Shepard's also a she.
Look where your mind went. I've got to watch out for myself.
Shepard, I'm glad you came by. I may need your help. I just received a message from the migrant fleet. The Admiralty Board has accused me of treason.
What the fuck?
I'm scared, Shepard.
Many hug.
Nobody who knows you could believe you'd betray your people, Tali.
I don't know. They don't lay charges like this unless the evidence seems absolute. But thanks. I appreciate your faith in me, Shepard.
What happens when a Quarian is accused of treason?
There's a hearing with members of the Admiralty Board acting as judges. My father is an admiral on the board. He'll have to recuse himself from judgment. I can't even imagine what he's thinking right now. The punishment for treason is exile. If they convict me, I can never go back.
Okay, let's go find the flotilla.
I was going to book passage on another ship. I didn't think there would be time for you to help. Thank you, Shepard. I'll program the Normandy with the flotilla's current location. The admirals will be waiting for us.
She's always gonna make time for her friends and her crew. I mean, hell, a lot of the people she's already done loyalty missions for, she wouldn't really consider anything more than crew members. I don't know why I'm doing all this. By the way, did I have anything new to say?
What can we do for you, Commander?
Nope.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
Alrighty. Oh yeah, Samara. We can talk to Samara, except I think she's above us here, so let's do that. Actually, you know, while we're down here, let's go have a chat with Saeed, if he has anything new.
Thinking about past missions. Got a minute? You might learn something.
Yep, she's got a minute.
Ever been to a Batarian prison? They don't trust you enough to sell you into slavery. That's where they send you.
Oof.
In there you got two choices. Bash your head open on the wall, or kill everyone between you and the exit.
Oof. And I'm guessing you did the latter, considering you're here right now.
I knew this girl once, Asari. Good head on her shoulders. We had this whole thing going, until she sold me out to the blood pack.
Oof.
Put a sour note on the relationship.
Oofity. Yeah, that would do that. Then you probably killed her, I'd imagine, because, you know, that's what Saeed would do.
I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
Yeah, he's just a cold, calculated person. He just has no emotional attachment anymore. That's very clear. That little blurb right there is very clear as to that. Which, I don't know. Having seen all the shits he's seen and all the betrayal he's seen and all the, you know, etc. No wonder, I guess. But I just hope he might be able to calm down one day, but maybe he doesn't fucking want to, and he seems to be doing fine enough as he is. So, you do you, friendo. Alright. Let's go, I would talk to some other peeps down there, but I just want to keep things moving. I'll definitely talk to everyone again afterward, but, for now, where does office? No, what am I doing? I'm thinking, is what I'm doing. Oh, yeah, I was gonna go talk to Samara. She's on one observation deck over here, while Kasumi's on the other. Yep, she's on the starboard. Very pretty.
Shepard,
How are you?
I've spent much of the last 400 years on my own. It is nice to have a colleague to chat with. I may be rusty at it, however. If you are patient, I would love to talk.
Well, she's patient. Let's do it.
How much do you know about our mission?
I know that I've sworn an oath to follow you, and that you seek to destroy the Collectors. That is enough for me.
Alright. By the way, talking to Samara is a really surreal experience to her. And, I don't know, the serenity is very calming to her. Just being around her just kind of seems to have, like, an aura of calm for Shepard. And also, of course, she always is happy to learn about Asari. She loves the species. I mean, she's absolutely smitten with an Asari, and just has always been had a thing for their species for a long time, especially after having a tryst with the consort Shaira in ME1.
I'd like to hear more about the criminal you were chasing on Nos Astra.
I
Huggy.
hope you will understand if I wish to avoid this topic. It is deeply tied to my code and beliefs.
Alright.
You might say it is personal.
Alright, well. Yeah, she's not going to press then. And it will come up later. And Shepard's like, it'll probably come up later, especially since she has the coordinates. I mean, she's expecting her any moment now to want to... In fact, probably after this mission for TALI, Samara's will come up. I don't remember, though. But yeah, I'm going to do the mission for TALI right now. Then I'll do Samara. Then I'll recruit... and then I'll recruit Thane, our drill friend, assassin. I love him, by the way. And then I think I should be able to do Jacob's mission, and then Thane's mission, and then end the game. But don't quote me on that. I actually don't know right now. Whew. Let's see here.
What do you think of Cerberus?
I've heard rumors, but learned long ago to form my own impressions.
Interesting.
There is too much room for interpretation in the opinions of others.
Interesting. Her guardedness, as well as her just general seeming open-mindedness, and her sort of Zen way of thinking are very interesting to Shepard. She's not going to press much because she kind of feels like she kind of feels like there's enough there in her rather vague responses, and it's clear that she doesn't want to reveal too much of herself right now. And also her Zen way of thinking is rather rather mind-opening to Shepard. So she's not going to press past it. She kind of gets what she's getting at there.
I should get back to work.
It has been my pleasure, Commander.
Tomorrow's very interesting. Certainly. Alright, now, what am I doing? I was going to go at least talk to Kasumi. Because it's fun to listen to these two. And also, after Zaid, it's nice to listen to Kasumi because thief or no, she's just a sweetheart and I love her.
There you are. Good thing you broke up that catfight between Jack and Miranda.
Yeah.
I was afraid they'd tear a hole in the hull.
Ada was too. They probably could very, very, very easily. They're both powerful biotics.
I'm not really sure what to do with myself. Not much call for thievery aboard a ship. Not a lot of people go in and out of Dr. Chakwa's office, other than to get medical attention, I mean. I hear you shared a drink with her. That's really nice. I imagine with all that's happened, old friends are becoming a luxury.
Oh yeah. Definitely Ada would say that.
Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
Alrighty then. So, I love Kasumi. She's a sweetheart. I love her so much. Alright. Yeah, let's just go up to our CIC and go straight into Tali's mission. The Migrant Fleet, a fleet of 50,000 craft holding over 17 million Quarians. The Migrant Fleet is the largest array of spacefaring vessels in the known galaxy. Though Quarians on pilgrimage have visited most settled worlds in the galaxy, few outsiders have ever stepped foot inside the Quarians' ships. So we're about to apparently indulge in a rare luxury here of being able to see what the flotilla looks like on the inside. By the way, the political machinations and society of the Quarians that is highlighted here in this mission is extremely fascinating to me, and I'll kind of be going over that. Alright. Part of me really wants to bring old Friends crew back on here. There's also Samara. She really wants to see what Samara can do and see what she lends to a mission. Even a rather personal one like this. And she also kind of feels like having a less personal viewpoint around might really help her out, actually, so. And I love this game. Alright, and I love role-playing in it. It's so role-playable. This game is really good for that. It's kind of why I wanted to do this particular flavor of series where I'm playing a specific type of shepherd and, you know, making her my own. So, let's see. Adrenaline Rush, because, like, you know, the concept of my shepherd is a thing that pretty much everyone who plays Mass Effect ends up having if they play a ton of Mass Effect. And I do. Adrenaline Rush. Cryo ammo. Do I wait for something? Because there's nothing to grab that's a 3 or a 4. Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. I said I was going to do Adrenaline Rush, wasn't I? That I was going to start ranking that up. And speaking of ranking all sorts of things up, let's go ahead and give her max throw. And then I'm pretty sure I can also max her Asari Justicar as well. And I'll give her the health one. Alright, so, as for this one though, let's see, heavy throw. Fling a single enemy with unparalleled momentum, smashing it against walls with hurricane force. Throw field. Mastery Biotic. So this gives you recharge time 9 seconds, force 1,200 newtons. Mastery of Biotic, and the throw field is your mastery of Biotic throws allows you to hurl multiple targets into the air simultaneously. Recharge time 9 seconds. 900 newtons. Impact radius 3 meters. I like to have this very concentrated to focus down big boys and girls. So that is what I do with all those things, and it seems to work pretty well for me. And then Asari Justicar, give her some nice health, damage, and power recharge time. Cooldown reduction is probably a better way to say that in that context. Let's see, Sapiens Justicar. By the way, the entire sort of lore around Justicars, and also Ardaiakshi, which is an interesting juxtaposition of a Justicar. We'll see exactly what those are. I do believe right after this mission, because hers will be available, I'm pretty sure, after the next mission, just like TALI's was. I'm pretty certain that's how it works endgame, and I'm pretty sure that's how it works with anyone you end up recruiting this late. Let's see. Samara's biotic abilities now rival those of an Asari Matriarch, further reducing the recharge time of her powers. That sounds good. We'll see what the other one does, though. Health, 20%. Weapon damage, plus 18. Power recharge time, minus 25. Let's see. Kaido Justicar. Samara's time is spent honing her lethal skills, increasing her weapon damage. Let's do her recharge time, because weapon damage is Shepard's thing. Alright, so, yeah, it's Ada's thing. I also might as well just... You know what? Nah. I'm gonna save for Reeve, because I remember Reeve being redonkulous. By the way, TALI, what you got there, girl? Nothing that I can put points in right now. Alright.
Talizora Vasnima Naraya, requesting permission to dock with the Raya.
Our system has your ship flagged to Cerberus. Verify.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
Permission granted. Welcome home, Talizora.
We'd like a security and quarantine team to meet us. Our ship is not clean.
Understood. Approach exterior docking cradle 17. Captain Shepard, Tali Zora told me a lot about you. Wish we could be meeting under more pleasant circumstances.
Tali helped the Normandy's crew out of many difficult situations. I'm here to return the favor.
I understand. As the commander of the vessel she serves on, your voice carries weight. I wish I could do more to help Tali. The trial requires that I be officially neutral, but I'm here if you need to talk. They're charging you with bringing active Geth into the fleet as part of a secret project.
That's insane. I never brought active Geth aboard. I only sent parts and pieces.
Let's deal with that later, Tali. What's our next step, Captain?
Technically, I'm under orders to place Tali Zora under arrest pending the hearing. So, Tali, you're confined to this ship until this trial is over.
Thank you, Captain.
Preparations got underway as soon as you arrived. The hearing's being held in the Garden Plaza. Good luck.
Oofity. And now let's look around here. But yeah, all these ships are very old and rather dilapidated. Because they don't really have the money to buy new-ass ships. Because they use all their resources to continue sustaining themselves. Because sustaining entirely, you know, an entirely spacefaring civilization, if you think about that for even a second, it makes a lot of sense, right? I really like the idea of the symbolisms on the walls here. Like, the Korean culture is so interesting and so deep to me. There's so much about Korean culture that I really love the entire idea of. Can anything else Captain has to say here?
Speak with Admiral Ra. She's
No,
waiting
nothing.
for you up ahead.
All right, thank you. Nothing that requires an actual conversation cutscene.
I can't believe they're charging Tali Zora with such a thing.
Ada can't either. She certainly can't.
If Tali Zora can't even get a Quarian captain to stand for her, she's as good as can be. Loyalty to the fleet is about more than just killing them. Tali Zora is guilty.
Oof. Yeah, it's so you'll start to see the varied kinds of you know, you can kind of see here the juxtaposition. A lot of Koreans are loyal and very very trustworthy of people that, you know, they serve with, and, you know, like that woman over there can't believe it, but this guy, you know, decides that
We should never have let Cerberus onto the ship.
and he's also very interesting of us. But yeah, there's, you know, because she was charged with something as serious as that, she's just going to automatically decide that because the Admiralty Board said it, it must be true, and be a dick about it. And so that's another kind of thing about Korean culture that I've noticed, and that you'll notice more as you go on here, sadly.
Tali Zora was Normandy. I am glad you came. I could delay them only so long.
Huggy. Ah,
Shepherd
cute.
Vas Normandy, this is Admiral Shalaran Vas Tonbe. She's a friend of my father's. Wait, Gran, you called me Vas Normandy.
I'm afraid I did, Tali. The Admiralty Board moved to have you tried under that name, given your departure from the Nima.
See, and also, the naming is very important. And it's a very political thing, the names regarding to the ships. And but I'm not going to ask this one because I think it's extremely rude, and like, of course their name matters. It's probably something to ask privately later if she's that curious, but like, what my guess is, I don't remember, and I don't remember what she says or what anyone says when I do this one. I'm not going to do it because I don't think she'd ask that right now. But what I think is that, you know, the ship she plans to return to after our mission is the Nima. So the Admiralty Board deciding that her name should be Vas Normandy for this trial, I mean, it probably makes her uneasy because she probably thinks that means that they don't want her around anymore, or something akin to that. But yeah, big Tali hugs. By the way, we'll be able to literally hug Tali later, and it's the best thing. and it's required. It's mandatory. If I don't hug her, well, actually, that's completely inconceivable to me. So don't worry about that. I will hug the fuck out of her. She's great. I love her.
You're an admiral. Does that mean you're one of the judges?
I'm afraid not. My history with Tali and her father forced me to recuse myself.
I imagine Father had to do the same.
You'll see inside, Tali. For my part, I moderate and ensure that the rules of protocol are followed, but I have no vote in the judgment.
Alright, well, let's get this going.
I guess we should get started. Does Tali have a defense counselor? Someone who speaks for her side.
Indeed, she does, Captain Shepard. She is part of your crew now, recognized by Quarian law. And remember, an accused is always represented by his or her ship's captain.
I see, yep. We're gonna be her attorney.
You would actually speak for my defense.
I'll do everything in my power to help you, Tali.
Thank you, Shepard. I could not ask for a better counselor.
Our legal rules are simple. There are no legal tricks or political loopholes for you to worry about.
Good, because in real world that shit can get scary.
It will have to be enough. Now come. I promised that I would not delay you.
I wonder if they made an entire symbol language for the Quarians, or if they simply drew the specific symbols that they have up all around the ship there. I'm guessing the latter form would be a lot more work that we wouldn't see all of, but that would be freaking cool, and I would do something as thorough as that.
This conclave is brought to order. Blessed are the ancestors who kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season. Keep us alive.
Oh yeah, and they revere their ancestors very much.
The accused Tali Zora of Normandy has come with her captain to defend herself against a charge of treason.
Objection! A human has no business at a hearing involving such sensitive military matters.
Then you should not have declared Tali crew of the Normandy, Admiral Chorus. By right as Tali's captain, Shepard must stay.
Objection withdrawn.
Shepard Vas Normandy, your crew member Tali Zora stands accused of treason. Will you speak for her?
If it helps Tali, I will. But in her heart, she remains Tali Zora Vas Nima, a proud member of the migrant fleet. I regret that her captain is forbidden to stand at her side today.
Nobody has been forbidden from anything. It is a simple...
Lie to them if you must, Chorus, but don't lie to me and expect me to stay silent. The human is right.
Admirals, please. Shepard's willingness to represent Tali Zora in this hearing is appreciated. Tali, you're accused of bringing active guests to the migrant fleet. What say you?
How could Tali have brought Geth to the fleet while serving on the Normandy?
To clarify, Shepard, Tali isn't accused of bringing back entire units, only parts that could spontaneously reactivate.
But I would never send active Geth to the fleet. Everything I sent was disabled and harmless.
Then explain how Geth seized the lab ship where your father was working.
And of course she wasn't told about that. Because fuck them.
What are you talking about? What happened?
This makes me angry.
As far as we can tell.
By the way,
the Geth have killed...
I forgot, Garrel is my least favorite.
Your father included.
And yeah, that too.
What? Oh, Keela.
I appreciate the need for this trial, Admirals. But right now, our first concern must be the safety of the migrant fleet. The Normandy stands ready to assist in whatever capacity necessary.
Thank you. Quarian strike teams have attempted to retake the ship, so far without success.
Shepard, we have to take back the Alarai.
The safest course would be to simply destroy the ship. But if you are looking for an honorable death instead of exile...
I'm looking for my father, you bastet!
Intend to retake the Alarai from the Geth. This proposal is extremely dangerous.
With your permission, Admirals, yes. The good of the fleet must come first. And Tali needs to find her father.
Agreed. And if you die on this worthy mission, Tali, we will see that your name is cleared of these charges.
We can discuss that later.
Then it is decided. You will attempt to retake the Alarai. You are hereby given leave to depart the Raya. The shuttle will be waiting at the secondary docking hangar. Be safe, Tali. This hearing will resume upon your return, or upon determination that you have been killed in action.
Fuck Korean politics, by the by. I'm pretty sure that was obvious, but yeah, fuck them.
Thank you for agreeing to take back the Alarai, Shepard. The Admiral sounds sure that my father is already dead, but I don't know. We won't know anything until we get there.
How are you holding up? They just threw a lot of fire at you, even before telling you about your father.
I knew this would be bad, but I guess you're never really prepared to be charged with treason. And my father, I don't know. He could still be alive. They don't know for certain that he's dead. I just don't know, Shepard, and I need to find out.
Well, then let's go and do it then.
Let's go.
Right. The sooner we get to the Alarai, the sooner we'll know what happened.
Indeed.
Shepard, the secondary docking hangar is through the conclave chamber where you are now. The shuttle they have provided is unarmed.
Understood.
Whatever Geth are on the Alarai have likely built more of themselves. Expect heavy resistance.
You set me up, Shala. You told Captain Donna not to say anything? I don't hear that my father may be dead until I'm in the trial? Why?
The Admirals needed to hear the shock in your voice, Tali. Otherwise, they might not have let you try to retake the Alarai. That is your best chance at recovering evidence that can exonerate you. I am sorry. We cannot afford sensitivity, Tali.
I know you're trying to help her, Admiral, but that was over the line.
She has nobody else to speak for her, Shepard. I am doing everything in my power. That's what her father would have wanted.
Don't say it like that. He could still be alive on that ship.
You should get to the Alarai soon. Is there anything else I can tell you?
She doesn't want to talk with her anymore right now because it's clear that Tali's really angry at her. She doesn't want Tali to have to suffer her presence anymore. Now, I understand the reason that Shalaran did this. It's perfectly logical, but in an almost callous, pragmatic way that kind of makes me feel like Shalaran's in the wrong here.
We should move on.
Good luck on the Alarai.
Tali, I'm glad Admiral Ran got you leave to hit the Alarai. Hopefully you'll find something that clears your name.
I'm more concerned with finding my father, Admiral.
I wish you luck. Blow up some Geth on the way. And your Captain Shepard? Admiral Hangarel Vasnima. You got Admiral Corris backing up worse than a Krogan toilet. Glad to see Tali's captain knows how to handle a courtroom.
I get the sense you're inclined to believe the defense. I'm glad one of the judges is.
If you were only giving Rail inactive equipment for weapons tests, I've got no problem. We need to test weapons against Geth material. I know you and your father, but too much of yourselves into this fleet to do anything to jeopardize our safety. And you're both smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they're saying you made.
I'm glad he believes us. But yeah, we need to get going to the ship. She doesn't really want to delay here and ask too many questions. Doesn't see a reason to.
Thanks for the
Mom.
information.
I'm working, Mom. Please close the door.
Thank you, Admiral.
Thank you. Mom, please leave my room. I'm working. Thank you. Anyway.
Judging by your ability to play to a crowd, human, I have done Tali a favor by stripping Vasnima from her name.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zalkoris Vasquibquib. Do not ask about the name.
I take no pleasure in this, Tali, truly. You have gravely endangered and dishonored our fleet.
Fuck you. Goodbye.
We should move on.
Goodbye, Tali Zora. Be well.
Be well, my ass, you piece of
Surprised to hear you
shit.
say that.
I don't hate you, Tali. I just think your father's plans for war were rotten.
I hate you, though, so go fuck yourself, bitch. Anyway.
TALI, Zora, and Farah are out of control. This is on their heads.
TALI Zora Vas Nima. Oh, sorry. I mean Vas Normandy.
No offense taken. The change in name was not my choice.
Per Admiral Rand's orders, the shuttle is prepared for you and Captain Shepard Vas Normandy.
Well, it's very clear what's over there by now. Probably a lot of active Geth that want to murder everything. So, let's get going.
Let's head to the Alarai.
Of course. I'll unlock their shuttle now. Good luck with those Geth, TALI Zora. Kila Selah.
Kila Selah. Oh, yes, there we go. Alrighty. Let's continue, friends. By the way, I love this song in here a lot. I'm getting better at aiming and keeping aim of that thing. But my mouse is being weird again, and my spacebar was too. There we go. We're back on track. Ooh, gotta be careful. Them two are in front. They probably shouldn't be. I tend to hang back a little farther than I feel like I should be, as kind of the tanky person out of everyone in my party usually. If, you know, most of the time, because I tend to end up with the squishiest party members because I tend to like them the most. Interesting. I wonder why that is. It's just, I don't know. I like the kind of personalities that end up usually being with the squishiest, if I think about it. Although, of course, I love me some Grunt in this game. Who else is kind of tanky? I can't really think of who else is kind of tanky right now. I feel like Zaid sort of is. Jack is a glass cannon and a half. She's pretty squishy, but I love her personality. Anyway, and see again, like it's all sorts. It's not really the person. I think, especially in this game, that lines up well. And also, I tend to like being the upfront tanky person in this game, like I said. So that also kind of lends itself to that, I guess. And Garrus is not super squishy, but he's not super tanky either. Don't remember how much health and stuff he's got. I usually don't pay really a lot of attention to that kind of a thing either. Although, I think I'm going to start. I'm getting deeper and deeper into my gaming all the time, so I'm probably going to start, but yeah. Also, rippity.
This is one of the storage units I sent to Father. Looks like parts from a disabled repair drone, plus a reflex algorithm that I didn't recognize. I got this on Haystrom.
Does that salvaged gear give you a clue as to what happened here?
No, I don't know. Shepard, I checked everything I sent here. I passed up great finds because they might be too dangerous, prone to uncontrolled reactivation or self-repair. I don't know which possibility is worse. That I got sloppy and sent something dangerous, or that Father actually did all this.
Oof. Big TALI hugs. Because, yeah, that foreshadowing is so obvious that, spoiler alert, it's not even really a spoiler at this point, really. At least to my, at least in my interpretation. Yeah, her father did that. Oof. TALI hug.
Something's slowing down the systems. We're taking down the firewalls to
Okay, I needed to explore this place more. Drink some stuff. Oh. Actually, you know what? I need to get some stuff done, so I'll do another cut here. Alrighty, continuing onward once more. But yeah, I had a feeling they'd be right around the corner, which is why I head back there. Man, music is intense and awesome. I love it. Oof. Oof. Manny Huckle. Jesus, that is really, really sad to even listen to that in the background. Hug for that mama. Oofity. Oh yeah, that was a whoops. Those get kind of difficult sometimes. For me, anyway. But I'm not bad at that many games. Just that one was pretty demanding at my current level of skill and focus and such. I probably should keep the shotgun on, because... Well, I say that, but this thing is probably more powerful just because of the sheer upgrades. Also, sorry, Samar, I didn't mean to shoot you like that. Give me fortification. Also, no, I didn't mean to do that. Holy shit. Holy shit. Yeah, that was a positioning goof and a half that might kill me. No. Whew. I think I'm going to use it just in time. Then I re-got my bearings just in time. Is that everyone? Yep, that's all of them. Sexy. Very nice. It's just this feeling when I play a game that I'm just enjoying. And it's the most undescribable but most wonderful thing. And I'm just glad people have made video games, okay? I'm just really glad. Thank you, humanity, for getting to this point. Because video games are awesome, damn it.
They were performing experiments on Geth systems, looking for new ways to overcome Geth resistance to reprogramming.
Do you think testing weapons on the Geth was right?
It's not testing weapons on prisoners, Shepard. I only sent Father parts. Even if he assembled them, they wouldn't be sapient. You saw what Saren and Sovereign did with the Geth. Any research that gives us an advantage is important.
I believe. In fact, I didn't actually mean for her to kind of be judging her father's actions, but, you know, it's the classic Mass Effect dialogue issue where the summary sometimes doesn't really add up to the actual message itself. Now, I'm sure designing a system like that with a system like this with a lot more clarity as to what you're actually about to say is probably very difficult. But I would try my darndest to make that a thing if I went with a dialogue system like this. In the RPG, I'd very much, or RPG trilogy, probably more like a trilogy that I'd love to make one day, that would borrow a lot from these games because I love them. And pretty much every BioWare game from the early 2000s to about this game right here, actually, because that's the peak BioWare in my opinion. Like, you know, starting with Knights of the Republic 1, to give you context. BioWare, and also combining a lot of what was in... Actually, you know what? I think I'll do a video on the kind of RPG I'd love to make. Especially because, well, frankly, I still have a lot of RPGs to play. I have ADHD, and it's been hard for me to stick with RPGs for most of my life. But finally, at 26, I'm finally able to really focus a lot more, because my ADHD is subsiding. So, what I'd love to do for the channel, and also for myself, is to just really absorb a lot of RPGs and have a better idea of the kind of game I'd really, really love to make. And also to start to learn the gaming, the programming and the other game development things necessary, you know, over time as another side hobby to this being what I hope to make my main job, making this kind of content, and also creative writing and putting them all together to sort of just. I'd also like to do music, but you know, it's all just plans that are slowly continuing to get in motion and become more clear and, you know, become a bigger, more wonderful part of me. Anyway. And then, you know, I'm putting myself out there more, and that is the main thing I wanted to do. So I'm really grateful for YouTube and such being at this point where I can rather easily make this content here.
Do you think testing weapons on the Geth?
Oh wait, whoops.
Do you think testing weapons on the
Okay.
Geth was right?
Be careful. Okay.
Did with the Geth. Any research that gives us
Could any of that data clear your name?
Doubtful. This is mostly results data.
There we go.
Effects of different disruptive hacking techniques. I don't understand all of it. They may have been activating the Geth deliberately. I don't know. Nothing here says specifically, but if they were, then Father was doing something terrible.
TALI hug.
What was all this, Father? You promised you'd build me a house on the homeworld. Was this going to bring us back home?
Huggy.
We should keep moving.
Right.
Yeah, she's gonna try to keep TALI focused and not let her spiral, because she doesn't like, you know, she doesn't want anyone to have to experience that. She's probably spiraled herself a few times, considering everything that happened on a coups and etc. in her past, and probably spiraled privately in her quarters a few times during this mission because of all the uncertainty about Cerberus, about Liara, about Liara until recently. That uncertainty is gone now, and she's really grateful Liara even wanted her back after everything. Or even, you know, okay, wanted her back is, like, she felt like Liara would want her back, but was able to emotionally be able to have her back at any point. But then there's also all the uncertainty she has about if they're even going to survive this suicide mission, because it's called that for a reason, in-game and out of game among the community. Come on. Mouse being weird again. Ooh, okay, am I gonna die? Yep. Whoopsie. Alright. Yep, this mission's pretty tough one. Especially at this point in the game. One second. There we go. Now, start us again. Okay, I needed to have this on, just generally. At this point, I need to have this on. That'll help a lot. Also, it'll really help if I actually kill... It was probably part of my biggest issue is I didn't really work on that side enough. That's another one over there.
One left.
There we go, that's it. Very nice.
First entry. Our hacking attempts failed. The Geth have an adaptive consciousness. Hack one process and the others autocorrect. Still, we're making progress. Rail Zora is convinced we'll have a viable system in less than a year. This weapon will put our people back on the homeworld, and it's all because of Rail Zora.
Oh wait, Rail Zora was her father, wasn't it? Yeah, I forgot. I was like, speaking of her father, yeah, let's not do that heavy shiz right now. Let's do that in a second. Rip TALI. Hug TALI. Literal rip. That dude. Her dad. Spoiler alert. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Alright. But yeah, they tried to hack him, and then they tried to, you know, they basically ended up spiraling out of control and rebuilding themselves, because that's what the Geth do best. Yeah. Alright, heavy time. Brace for tears, friendos. Oof. I'm tearing up a bit. If I literally start bawling,
No.
just warning, I might.
Plan. Masked life signs or an onboard medical stasis program, maybe. You wouldn't. They're wrong. You wouldn't just die like this.
Huggy.
You wouldn't leave me.
Hey, come here.
Absolute mandatory hug.
Damn it.
Huggy.
I'm sorry.
You got nothing to be sorry about.
Maybe he would have known I'd come. Maybe he left a message.
Yep. This is so sweet.
Tali, if you are listening, then I am dead. The Geth have gone active. I don't have much time. Their main hub will be on the bridge. You'll need to destroy it to stop their VI processes from forming new neural links. Make sure Hangel and Darozen see the data. They must.
Thanks, Dad.
Huggy.
He knew you'd come for him. He was trying to help you. It's not perfect. It's not what you wanted. But it's the best he could do.
I don't know what's worse. Thinking he never really cared, or thinking that he did, and that this was the only way he could show it.
Many
It doesn't
Huggy.
matter. One way or the other, I cared.
Indeed.
And I'm here.
She's so strong. She's extremely inspirational to me for this moment here in this quest.
They should soften them up.
Whoops, wrong thing. Oh well. I'll try to make use of it. That was a pretty good use of that. There we go.
This console is linked to the main hub Father mentioned. Disabling it shut down any Geth we missed. It looks like some of the recordings remained intact. They'll tell us how this happened, what Father did.
You sound like you don't really want to hear it.
No. We have to. I know. This is terrible, Shepard. I don't want to know that he was part of this.
Tali Huggy.
Do we have enough parts to bring more online?
Yes, the new shipment from your daughter will let us add 2 more Geth to the network.
We're nearing a breakthrough on systemic viral attacks. Perhaps we should inform the Admiralty Board, just to be safe.
No. We're too close. I promised to build my daughter a house on the home world. I'm not going to sit and wait while the politicians argue.
We'd have an easier time of it if TALI Zora could send back more working material.
Absolutely not. I don't want TALI exposed to any political blowback. Leave TALI out of this. Assemble a new Geth with what we have. Bypass security protocols if need be.
Hug.
It sounds like he was doing this for you.
I never wanted this, Shepard. Keela, I never wanted this.
Tali Hug.
Everything here is his fault. I tried to pretend it didn't point to him, but this... When this comes up in the trial, they'll... We can't tell them. Not the admirals, not anyone.
God. I know that I have the ability, I think anyway, to not tell them, and because she would rather do this for Tali's sake. This will also probably stain her reputation because it was her father that did this. Although I don't know how much the Quarians believe in the whole sins of the father thing in general, but she wouldn't want to risk that. So.
We're not going to decide anything here. Let's see what the Admirals say once we get back.
You're my captain in this hearing, Shepard. It's your decision. But please, don't destroy what my father was. Come on.
Tali Hug.
If we wait too long, they'll decide we're already dead, and none of this will matter.
I'm pretty sure I should have enough Paragon have access to a Paragon option that solves this without having to without having to expose her father, and if I can, then I will absolutely do that. If that is how I remember, then yes, I will do that, absolutely.
TALI Zora survived.
Sounds like the hearing is already underway.
We must trust Shepard's offer of assistance. It's only been a few hours.
I'm right here.
Marines lasted less than 5 minutes.
Call it. Pity Shepard Vast Normandy is a better speaker than I recommend possibly exiling TALI Zora.
I'm right the fuck here, you piece of shit.
That TALI Zora would not be convicted if she were killed in action.
It was suggested, Admiral. I recall no agreement.
Fuck you.
To that end, I called for an immediate vote.
She's here, I'm here, we're all right in front of you, you piece of fucking shit. Anyway, moving on. Actually, wait. First, though, this is extremely important. Fuck you. Alright, moving on. Okay, I'm done. I'm done hating him for this second, anyway. Unless he does anything else despicable. Anyway. Alright.
Very well. Is the Admiralty Board prepared to render judgment?
Sorry we're late.
TALI Zora Vast Normandy saved the Alarai. I hope this proves her loyalty to the Quarian people.
Her loyalty was never in doubt, only her judgment.
Perhaps TALI Zora can offer something to encourage more trust in her judgment.
Did you find anything on the Alarai that could clarify what happened there?
Tali Hug.
Shepard, please.
Huggy.
Does Captain Shepard have any new evidence to submit to this hearing?
Here we go.
TALI helped me defeat Saren and the Geth at the Citadel. That should be all the evidence you need. But if you want more, I can present the Normandy, which TALI also saved from Geth forces. Even though it's too quiet for her to sleep well.
We still don't know what happened on the Alarai.
No, Admiral, you don't. But you gave her my name. I'm her captain. I trust her with my life. And I'm telling you that she is innocent.
And we should just trust this human's opinion?
We placed Tali's life in the human's hands. Would you doubt those words if they came from a Quarian, Captain?
No. Based on the rest of the evidence, I suppose that I wouldn't.
Are the admirals prepared to render the judgment? TALI Zora, in light of your history of service, we do not find sufficient evidence to convict. You are cleared of all charges. Commander Shepard, please accept these gifts in appreciation for you taking the time to represent one of our people.
With all due respect, Admiral, I didn't represent one of your people. I represented one of mine.
So you did, Shepard.
This hearing is concluded. Go in peace, TALI Zora Vas Normandy. Keep us alive.
I love that line. I represented one of mine.
I love that. What you said. I've never had anyone speak like that on my behalf. Thank you for being there for my father and me. Even when... Thank you.
I wasn't gonna let TALI Zora Boss Normandy get exiled on my watch.
Thank you, Captain.
That's useful.
Okay, Samara had nothing to say about the whole thing. I'm kind of disappointed in that, but I don't know. I just wanted to bring her along because I love her, and she looks awesome. She looks really awesome. I love her tattoos. I love her armor. Not tattoos. I love her facial markings. That's what I meant. I love her armor. I love the freaking glowy eyes. I love her design. She's awesome. Anyway, continuing onward. I also love the whole space paladin thing. I really love the lore about the Justicars. I was able to press F to do something, and now I can't do that anymore. Unless that was, hey, go back to the ship. I guess that was probably it.
Exile TALI Zora.
Actually, what does that guy say again? Yeah, okay, that's what it is. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, killing synthetics is probably what I did for most of ME1, so she should be good at that by now. Both of them should. Well, suspend your disbelief, because of course she'd say that about TALI.
Congratulations, TALI Zora. I was skeptical about your choice in captains, but I see now that I was wrong.
Thank you, Captain. I'm just glad that this is over.
You'll always have a place on the ride, whenever you decide to come home. Good luck out there.
I love this. Nice warm and fuzzies, which we need to get all the warm and fuzzies we can get in this game, especially with revelations like what happened to Tali's father. Poor accordion girl. I love her though. We'll go ahead and wrap this up with TALI. Go ahead and check out her, make sure she's doing okay in the engineering at her station.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
After I check that, thank you, Kelly. Still alive, from Detective Anaya. Greetings, Commander. I'm not completely sure this will get to you, but thanks again for helping me deal with Samara. The Eclipse mercs have gotten real quiet around here, and my superiors have backed off too. No idea if the two are related, probably, but hopefully the next time I meet a Justicar I can give her the respect she deserves. I still can't believe I worked a case with one of them. You're a lucky human. If I find any more data on her target, I'll pass it along. Thanks. Detective Anaya, Ilium Law Enforcement. Neat. Oops, I forgot to mark that as red. There we go. Alright, cool. Neat. I always love those little mission wrap-up emails. They really add life to the characters.
Do you have a moment to talk?
Oh, whoops.
I always have time for you, Commander. Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Okay, there we go.
How may I help you, Commander?
That'll be all.
Whoops, okay.
It's always nice chatting with you.
Stop doing the spacebar thing, Dergy.
How may I help you, Commander?
There we go.
Is there anything I should know?
Samara would like to see you in observation.
Thought so.
Anything else, Commander?
So this is my one of my favorite missions in the game. I'm actually gonna end up
That'll be all.
doing a different doing a different one. I'm gonna be doing the same thing I've always chosen before, but I'm actually gonna do a full Renegade type of playthrough next, and I think I'm gonna end up. Holy words, Batman. I think I'm gonna end up choosing more in my next playthrough. I'm definitely going to do another playthrough of Mass Effect, or several, on this channel. Perhaps on my Twitch channel, actually. Alright. Crew's quarters. Wait, no, I need engineering. Speak to McGrill. TALI Zora Vasnor.
What's this area of the ship?
Normandy's cargo deck.
Whoops.
That's all for now.
There we go, okay. If you actually go into a room before that finishes, then that stops. When I go into this hallway, I just noticed that I have a weird tendency to activate that on accident. Not sure exactly why. I think I pressed space in order to go faster the moment I exit that elevator, and that's probably how I triggered that. Anyway, words. Okay. She's gonna be through here. There we go.
Keela, I'm sorry I dragged you into Quarian politics.
Huggy.
All that infighting. Seeing what my father did.
Oofity.
You were the only one there for me, Shepard. The only cover I had against that storm. Thank you.
The whole trial was insulting. You should have had time to mourn your father.
I don't think life is about what you deserve. But my father would be honored that I chose to mourn him by blowing up a lot of gas. I should get back to work. But thanks for checking on me.
I don't think life is about what you deserve. That's a really good quote. That's a really good thing to, I'd say, even live by. If I'd have to pin it down to something, I'd say life is about doing the best with what you can for yourself, for other people, being as respectful as possible to yourself, to others, being as loving as possible to yourself, to others, and just following your dreams as long as they don't drag other people down. And that's what I'm doing right here as I record this. Anyway, I think I'll end on that note for now. So, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode as much as I enjoyed recording it. This was a really great episode. Man, I'm so happy that... I love this mission, and I love just how I feel today, because I'm gonna be cranking out episodes today. Man, it's gonna be awesome. So, friendos, I hope y'all have lovely, wonderful days. I will see you in my next video. If you'd like to, I'd love if you commented on this video, subscribed to my channel, followed my Twitch channel and my Twitter, which will let you know when my Twitch channel goes live, and I will see y'all in the next episode. Bye-bye, friends.